Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Football Manager 2019 here with Newcastle. As you can see, we are starting this episode off with a tough one. This is where this hard part of our season begins. We start with a home tie against Manchester City. Our second game today, we travel to the Emirates to take on Arsenal. We've played once since you were last with me, and it was our first Premier League defeat of the season, a disappointing 2-0 loss to Wolves. You never really got into the game. We were 2-0 down before Paul Dummett got sent off towards the end. Yeah, we didn't create a lot. Wolves could have had a goal or two more. It's a game you want to forget pretty quickly. But I don't know if we're going to be allowed to, because, as I say, we play Manchester City, who have won all 8 of their Premier League ties so far. So we will jump into that really quick before we do. I just want to take you back to this. More takeover news, a little more information about it. Looks like it might continue. We now have a bid amount. We have a name, Mr. Simon Carney. £56 million investment, whatever that's going to mean. If that's going to be transfers, facilities, things like that, whatever. We are under transfer embargo because of it. It's October. I'm not worried about it. It doesn't sound like they're going to want to sack me, which is nice. I'd like to not lose my job in a takeover on my first save of this game. So that'd be nice. So we'll keep an eye on that. That was on Monday. It's only been 5 or 6 days. Still plenty of time for things to develop there. But we're going to jump on in, take a look, get the team sorted out. Dummett is suspended. I'm going to have to play Lazar, which is a little unfortunate because he's done nothing but complain, and I'm pretty tired of him. But I don't really have a choice. I'm also planning to put Fernandez on the bench because Yedlin is injured as well. I'm going to bring Matt Ritchie back in the team. I gave Pavon a shot in the last game. He didn't really do too much. Ritchie isn't in the greatest of condition, though. He's probably going to have to come off at some point. I'm also going to bring Benedetto back in. I gave Muto his chance after he scored in that last game against Burnley. He did absolutely nothing. So the Argentine will return to the side. I'm tempted also possibly to play Diame here instead of Longstaff. I don't know. I think I will. I think I just want to go for that quality in this one. Put Mohamed Diame in there, see what he can do. So this is our team. We're going in with fingers crossed. I'm not expecting much, honestly. I do expect us to lose this game. So any bonus that comes out of it would be great, to be honest. I think, we are, despite our early season spring, we are a mid-table side, as we just have a lot of white things happening right now. Alright, we are back. Nothing lost, thankfully. There was a thread on this in the SI forums already in the bug section. I'm glad to see they're very much on top of a lot of the issues that seem to be happening with the game. That's a good sign for future updates and the full release. Let's get back into it. We are the underdogs for this game. I'm not going to try and dress it any other way. Don't want to put any undue pressure on them. Damn it, yes, we're fine. Oh my god, so many questions. Yes. Finally, let's play this game. We are at home, so it'd be nice if we could, slip on and get a win here. That would be outstanding. But like I said, I'm not holding my breath because this is Manchester City. 1-8 from 8 so far. Yeah, let's just wait and see, shall we? So highlight happens right on cue. Manculo finds Hayden, finds Lazar. If he goes and scores here, up straight at Ederson, but nice to see that we had an early opportunity in this one. But now it's thrown to Manchester City. Then their side, Guerrero headed clear by Manculo. No one's chasing that down except for Sané, and City will get possession back. He goes all the way back to Ederson in the goal. Oh, but Ritchie steals it from Ederson. He's missed that. Oh my. I was gonna gift that. I'll do it later. You guys don't need to watch me do that. I will absolutely gift that one for the archive. That was truly outstanding work. Matt Ritchie taking from Ederson and missing the open goal. Ritchie swings a corner out here. Diame gets it. He finds Shelvey. Shelvey might hit one. He doesn't. He goes wide to Ritchie again. Matt Ritchie swings it and it's cleared away again, and Manchester City will break with Bernardo Silva through the middle. They have a man running down right. He finds Aguero. This is dangerous. Aguero has Silva in the middle. He doesn't find him. It's well defended. He didn't get there. His clearance is poor. Now Silva hits it. He doesn't miss on our mistake. And Manchester City take the lead at St James's Park. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. We had our open opportunity at the other end, and we just get kind of unlucky here with the bounce, but we hit it right at them with Hayden. Silva isn't going to miss those. He hammers that one past the goalkeeper, doesn't really have a chance himself. When we fall behind, it really should be 1-1. It's the kind of thing you just can't let happen against a team as good as Manchester City. As we approach half-time, hopefully we can just get ourselves into the break, try and switch things up. So a couple poor performances out there so far. Do need to try and lift spirits, I think. I don't want to start digging into them. There's only 1-0. So hopefully we can go out there and put on a better performance, but I'm not going to wait too long before ringing the changes if necessary, just to try and get something out of this game. I am slightly encouraged by the fact, though, that we are not falling apart, really. You know, we're not doing terribly. The tactic is capable of competing against bigger teams as well as the smaller ones. As Manquillo finds Richie down the right-hand side, he's going to swing this one into Benedetto, who's in there, and Dario Benedetto gets back on the score sheet, and we pull level just under 4 minutes into the second half. It's 1-1. It's a lovely ball down the right by Manquillo here, the right back. He just turns on it and hammers it down there, knows Richie's in front of him. Matt Ritchie has all the room in the world to run into, gets himself right on the byline, puts it in. Benedetto wins the header cleanly, hits it straight at Ederson, and it should do better, but doesn't. And we pull level with the champions. Hopefully we can keep it that way for a little bit. But Manchester City are far too with Guerrero down the left. Oh, big two-footed tackle. It missed, thankfully. But here's De Bruyne. He finds Silva, and Dubravka should do better. They didn't really move, but David Silva gets his goal, and we fall behind again. Yeah, you kind of look at it, you make a couple attempts at challenge, it doesn't really work. De Bruyne finds Silva, but look at that, it's hit right at the goalkeeper. He just doesn't move. Kind of sticks his arm down, but away from the ball. A couple things just with, you know, the way the game flows haven't gone our way in this one, which actually makes me feel a little more positive about the whole thing. As Jesus hits one, but Dubravka saves that easier than you might have thought. I'm going to bring off Hayden. He's having a shocker. Let's bring on Key. I think that might be all I do so far. I'm going to keep it at that for a little while. I do have some impact guys. Pavon and Longstaff are available to come on and inject a little bit, as we are struggling just to get anything going here. I'm going to bring off Richie, I think. Or no, I'm going to bring off Kennedy, in fact, and put Pavon in there. And then let's bring Longstaff on for Diami, who also didn't have a great game. Let's try and go for this. We're going to go attacking. I want to see if we can get something out of this. I'm going to shout, try and get them flowing for the last 10 or so. Nothing happened. My shout did literally nothing, which I haven't seen for a while, but whatever. 1-2, come on, 3 minutes, can we do something? Let's give ourselves a chance. Looks like time's going to tick away, and it is, unless this Matt Ritchie free kick gives us something. It's swung in, Fernandinho heads it away, it's back to Ritchie, puts it over, and it's cleared. And that should be the end of the game. It is. Manchester City walk away from St James's Park with all 3 points. Definitely deserved for them. We didn't deserve the win, but we really didn't play badly either. I'm not going to hammer the guys for that. We did okay. On to the next one. But again, like I said, the next one doesn't make it any easier because we have to go to the Emirates to play Arsenal. So we'll see you for that one. Right, it is game day number 2 as we travel to the Emirates to take on Arsenal. Quick check in the old inbox though, because something did come up that is Brexit related. Just real quick, I know I bet you love hearing about that. But it says, coming into effect on the 25th of June 2019, the rule changes. Reports suggest there will be no changes to the current work permit system and no new restrictions on European Union players. So it looks like we're going to have as you were. Are you listening, Teresa? That's how you do it. Change absolutely nothing. Anyway, enough of the politics. Let's get on with the game. So, Kieran Clark did pick up an injury. He's out for 4 to 5 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks now, which is definitely a loss. We're going to bring, I think Shar in his place. We'll get Dummett in here and back in the lineup. Keep Lazar on the bench as backup. Yedlin is basically fit again. I think I might just put him on the bench instead because I don't like Lazar. I'll bring Longstaff back in for this one. He deserved his chance back in the team. And I think I might bring Key in as well after Hayden slipped up in the last game a little bit. So as we're going to go with as we travel to Arsenal, hopefully we can get ourselves a nice result here after failing to set ourselves apart from Manchester City in the last game. No issues loading in this time, which is always nice. Let's just get the boys to G them up a little bit. No, I don't know how to scroll. There we go. Alright, kick off at the most expensive, successless stadium in England, the Emirates. I might have just annoyed Arsenal and all of their fans because that highlight started with them with the ball, but it looks like we're going to give it away and they've hit the post. Lovely, lovely start. Wasn't scared. Wasn't scared at all. Definitely did not think that was going to be a goal. It was thrown deep in their own territory. Bellingham kindly gives it straight to Benedetto, but we lose it there with Shelvey. Benedetto gets it back. Let's see if we can hang on the ball a little here with Key. He finds Shelvey in the middle. Plays it wide to Matt Ritchie, but there's nowhere to go and Arsenal crowd us out. Really, we were just, no one was moving. Of course there's not going to be a pass on. As Ozil just bursts through the middle, he finds Lacazette down the left. He's going to bring it into the middle as Ramsey is there, but it's an own goal. We decide to finish it for him. As Paul Dummett puts it into the back of the net and we fall behind 6.5 minutes in. It was kind of sloppy all around, really. We gave it too easily to Lacazette, gave him too much space to play the ball in, and then Dummett's through the back tackle, tries to break Ramsey's leg, and instead just ends up scoring a goal for the Gunners as we drop behind in this one. That's not doing us any favours in the league, but again, this is kind of what I expect when we started playing the actual good teams in the division. See if we can bounce back quickly here, though. Key has it. He tries to find Richard, and he does, barely. Wasn't the greatest of passes. It goes to Key again, but he has no one. Just to find Manquillo, who's closely marked. Just try and get forward here, but it's not really happening. Arsenal are just packing themselves in, not giving us any space to maneuver. Dumb has to be tricky just to find a pass backwards. That kind of tells you all you need to know is Lascelles gives it away and Arsenal break with all the space in the world because we can't defend like they do, apparently. That's well done by Longstaff. Is cleared away. Kennedy will chase, but he's not going to get there, and Arsenal come back at us again. Ramsey plays into Xhaka, who finds Iwobi. Probably going to end up losing out here. So a nice ball in. Mkhitaryan has it. He squares it Lacazette. And this looks like it's not going to go very well as we drop 2-0 behind just 11 minutes into this game. Maybe coming out here positive, trying to go at them, wasn't a great idea. I did consider a few weeks ago, game time of course, making a new tactic for these kinds of away games where we're going to be under the cosh, but I didn't. I thought I'd give it a shot, see if we can just stick with what we know best. Turns out that's not going to work. As Arsenal come at us again, looks like we could be in for a bit of pain in this one as we just gift it straight to Lacazette. We're doing all the work for them. I think my players want to play for Arsenal, so they're trying to impress Emery by scoring goals and setting up goals for them. I think that's what it is. Because, yeah, Manquillo just plays a beautiful pass to Lacazette. You wouldn't play that good a pass anywhere else on the pitch. Slides him in perfectly and he slots it home. 3-0 inside 20 minutes. Which isn't great. Let's not try and flirt with the truth there. Xhaka has a free kick. He puts it wide. Thankfully, I thought that was headed for the top corner and it was going to be even worse. But at the moment, we're holding on to 3-0. As Shelvey gives it away to Mkhitaryan for absolutely no reason at all. We let him run right through us. Here's Xhaka. He'll back heel to Ozil. They're tying with us now. Iwobi has. He's going to hit one from range. Probably no. He finds Mkhitaryan. He's going to square it to Iwobi, and now it's 4-0. Oh dear. If there ever was a moment where we crashed back down to earth, the last 33 minutes of football have been it. Because Arsenal have just absolutely torn us to pieces in this one. We haven't had any answer to anything they've done. It's been an absolute mess. And this is more than Newcastle I kind of expected to be taking charge of as we give the ball away again without any care. And it's just a big punt over the top and Lacazette gets there out of everyone else and it should have been 5. Instead he puts it wide. Maybe he's starting to show a little bit of mercy to his future teammates. as we're going into the break with our goalkeeper, our highest rated player in a 6.5, having conceded 4 times. That probably tells you all you need to know about how this game's going. We have done literally nothing. We may as well have just not turned up, and I think that's how it feels. I'm going to absolutely tear into them here. It's all they deserve. I'm not going to make any changes. I'm going to send them back out and go positive again and see if we can keep it below 8. Let's just try and do better in the second half than we did in the first. There's Matt Ritchie on the ball now, starting to come down the right hand side. He's going to run in with it. Let's see how we're going to give it away this time. He's just going to keep running and shoot. And Cech has an easy save. At least we put the ball towards Petr Cech. He does exist. Petr Cech is a real person. I'm going to bring on Yedlin here and Pavon. Just because. It's kind of pointless. It's not going to do anything, but it's nice to pretend. You know, it's nice to pretend that you might be able to get a goal or just not be terrible. Getting towards the end here has been a nice boring half. That's what I like. It's not got any worse, which is always something. I don't even know who I'm here to bring off. To be honest, probably Key. Stick on Hayden. As you can see, I'm not even trying to do anything positive. I just want to get this game over with. As Matt Ritchie has a free kick, he buries that one. That was nice, I guess. I should be a little nicer about it. It was a good free kick. He hit it well. Right over the wall. Top corner. Isn't going to hit one better than that probably all year from a dead ball. But it doesn't matter because it's 4-1. We'll just trot our way to the end of the game. It's a highlight. Let's see if we're just going to make it look like it wasn't as bad as it actually was here as Pavon finds Shelby. Goes back to Lascelles. Dumb it out here on the left. Finds Lascelles again. Longstaff. Lascelles playing it back and forward. Shelby has it. Finds Pavon, who loses out to Bellerin, but he wins it back. Great fight from Pavon. He slides one off the post. Deserved a goal just for his effort there. I'm very pleased to see that. But again, it still doesn't actually matter because it is 4-1. Matt Ritchie's stolen an 8.3 rating just because he got that goal there. He swings in the corner, it's bounced around, goes to Cech, and that should be the end of the game. We're already a minute past the added time. Nothing's happened either. It's just interesting decision making from the referee as Cech messed around with it, and there's the end of the game. Definitely not the kind of result we wanted. Not going to say they're any better. Going to give them what they need to hear there. So not ideal. We dropped to 8th. It's kind of more where you'd expect to be. Look at the 7 teams above us here. You'd say they're all better football teams than we are. I think our top of the table for the end of the season is probably here. Right here, the 8th place line. So if we can be here at the end of the season, I'd say it was a success. So we're kind of where we should be. We still might be losing games 4-1, but it could be worse. Nothing there to report injury-wise or things, no. Alright, so I'm going to end it right there. Yeah, an episode where we kind of drop back down to where we should be, a reality check. Maybe some changes need to happen. We'll see. You'll see when you join us next time, which I know you will, because this is just so good. This is so much fun. You're going to come back. I know it. Before you come back, hit like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you don't miss the next one. And I will see you next time.